All right. Well, hello everyone. I'm Claudia Castañeda. I'm Engrain's Technical Director for Animal Nutrition. And we also have Vaughn Studer.
Hi, Claudia. It's good to be with you today. Again, I'm Vaughn Studer. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Engrain, and I'm a co-founder of the company. I've been with Engrain for 15 years, starting in 2008, and have had the privilege of being the lead for our eMAX project, and happy to be working with Claudia on this project. So, Claudia, you had some questions today, things people had been asking, and uh, just be fun to talk about some of those issues.
Yes, absolutely. We have some frequently asked questions, and we're going to answer three of them today. And the first one is if humans can take our product eMAX. So let's just remember that eMAX is a product that contains different types or strains of Bacillus probiotic and also a tiny bit of enzyme. So, Vaughn, you can tell us more about that if you want.
Sure. So the combination of spore-producing Bacillus probiotic and enzymes. So all of our ingredients are natural ingredients. They are approved by AFCO, the American Association of Feed Control Officials in the U.S. And so they are deemed safe. They have GRAS status, generally recognized as safe. Many of these probiotics you would see in human foods already today, or people are taking as supplements. We do manufacture our eMAX on a feed grade platform, considering the cost of that. And so, while many of the strains would be the same as they would be in human food, if you want to take those things, you should take a human source of those, if for no other reason, just to have the dosage calibrated correctly.
Correct. And just to add to that, it's important to remember that probiotics have become very popular and you can find them in products, commonly consumed like cheese or yogurt. So they're generally safe to eat. They're not going to harm you. But like Vaughn said, you have to adjust the dosage a little bit. And that would be the only thing that would need to be done in order to consume it. Moving on to the second question, is who can we talk about eMAX that is not an Engrain employee? So we've had really good experiences, right, Vaughn? And
Yeah,
maybe you can share a couple of them.
sure. The thing that I like about our eMAX business is um, I may need to talk to you to convince you that you should try it. But after that, I really don't need to say much because the birds or the pigs really tell the story. Um, and so the product has to speak for itself. And so we do have a few people in the market that have been using eMAX with success for a period of time. And if you're interested in talking to someone who is not Claudia or I, an independent voice, we certainly have contacts that we can put you in touch with that have said that we would be happy to speak to people about eMAX because we're excited about what it has done for us.
Yes, absolutely. And we keep testing the product in different situations like university trials, also in commercial settings. So we have a couple of different scenarios in which people can tell you more about the product and what's it's been their experience using it. And well, moving on to the third question is, can we provide customized feed additives to meet specific requirements?
So it depends on. So we have several products that in countries around the world we have registered in individual countries, and in those registrations generally take a considerable amount of time to gain approval, and so in some of those situations we're limited with how many different things we can offer. But within a single product, like we have a product called eMAX 100, it's 100 ppm or 100 grams per metric ton of feed. And where we may be constrained in a market for that product because we have the registration for that, there is flexibility around the dosage units, depending on what you're trying to accomplish. If we are doing an energy reduction and we need the full dose of eMAX, then the 100 grams per metric ton is probably where you need to be. But within that, if you're looking at simply it may be a pathogen reduction, and we've had experience with customers to go as low as 60 parts per million or 60 grams per metric ton, and that may be enough to accomplish your goal. And so I wouldn't always look at this as you might not need different products, because the products we build are robust. We work with 4 different strains of bacillus to cover a wide range of effect. And so it may simply be the opportunity just to adjust the dosage level. There are situations where we have a lot more latitude, where maybe we do not have a country restriction around registration. And if that's the case, we certainly have the flexibility to do custom products into those markets. We can look at specific strains that are needed for that application. And we can also look at the flexibility of sourcing other products. We manufacture everything in Kansas, in the US. And so there may be other products that we can put together with eMAX, whether that be vitamin trace mineral combinations, or maybe things like essential oils, or different combination products that may make sense for a particular application.
Yes, and just to add to that, we've had different situations where people have different interests. For example, pathogen reduction. So that would probably be something more focused on probiotics. But if we have something related to energy reduction, then we would work with an enzymatic blend. We've also had other cases, such as a producer in Jamaica who wanted to use the product in water. So we were able to make a custom blend for this producer to use in water in addition to in feed. So these are the things that we can make changes and we can try them out. And if it works for each producer and their own needs, then that's absolutely great. And of course, if we don't have any of the restrictions with registration. Um, but
I I think, Claudia, I think that the key to this is for people to know that we are customer focused, and that we do what the customer wants us to do. We don't like the idea of just putting a product in the market and saying this is for everyone. We want to begin the conversation with finding out what are the customer's goals, what are the things that they're trying to achieve, and then let's work together to figure out what the right approach to that is. All of these things are tools, but they're not. But using them is not the end goal. The end goal is to solve a particular production problem, or it's to capture an opportunity or a cost savings, or to achieve things that maybe you've not been able to do with traditional ingredients like antibiotics or regular enzymes. And so we want to talk to you to find out what do you want to do? What do you want to achieve? And I think together then we can figure out what the best approach to do that and both be successful.
yes, absolutely. And well, that was it for today's round of questions. We'll probably kind of come back and have answered more questions. But thank you and have a good day.